Welcome everyone in HueFin News. Today is January the 16th, 2018, and this is our daily cryptocurrency market analysis where we are giving you the news according to the charts. We appreciate you all tuning in on a very important day, a day that will go down in cryptocurrency history, the day to where the market finally popped, where the bubble finally burst. And you guys can tell from this website, man, the cryptocurrency space is definitely in a free fall on today. The market has been giving us signs of weakness for a very long time. And even on this particular channel, we kept reiterating to you guys that the moment that these cryptocurrencies were going to break that support area would be the moment that we're entering into a bear market. So today is finally here. The market for all of these altcoins broke support today, and I sent out a tweet. Hopefully you guys are following us on Twitter, because we broke in and told you guys that the market was trying to find precursors of strength around those support areas, but then it broke. So hopefully you guys was able to get out just in time. And even on top of that, we told you guys in our analysis video yesterday that we was forecasting these cryptocurrencies to move lower. Okay, so hopefully you guys took advantage of that knowledge as well. Now, before we get started on today's analysis, please know that we are not giving you guys investment advice, and we are not investment advisors, but rather we are the financial language experts who can dissect what these price bars and the volume actually mean, and able to tell precisely where direction price is likely to go. So now let's go ahead and get started. Looking at the market cap for today, yesterday it was at 700 and something odd billion dollars. Now we're back at almost $500 million today. Just shows you how dry a lot of the volume, a lot of the money came out of the cryptocurrency space. And for some people, especially the new traders, you know, they're very nervous, they're very scared. You know, they thought that the cryptocurrency space was a shoe in. They thought it would just always go up, because all the way in the latter end of 2017, the market continually, it's like on a day-to-day basis, it continued to go up, right? But now they are feeling the effects of a financial market. They are feeling the effects of what it actually feels to be a trader. And that's why we are here on this channel, to continue to show you guys that you can do this all by yourself, that you can learn the language of the markets. You don't need to have all those indicators on your chart. You don't need to learn any terminologies about fancy words. You don't need to have patterns on your chart. You don't need none of that. And you can still maintain profitability by understanding what we do here at HueFin News, okay? So currently on this website, Bitcoin is down almost 20%. All of these altcoins, all these cryptocurrencies, you guys will see that they are down double digits. Some people see that as a sell-off, others see it as a buying opportunity. Okay, but we'll be the ones to tell you guys where support is going to be found and when the market is likely to turn direction and move higher. Bitcoin down almost 20%. Ethereum is almost down 20%. Ripple almost down 30%. Bitcoin Cash 27, Cardano 21, Litecoin almost 20, Neo 25, NAM 27, Stellar 28, IOTA 29, EOS 22, Dash 21, Monero 23, Tron 32, Bitcoin Gold 30, Icon 23, Ethereum Classic 30, Quantum 33. Look, this is a seller's market right here. This is what the beginning of a bear market looks like, okay? The market is definitely releasing a lot of scared traders, a lot of traders who are weak holders, who don't necessarily understand what's going on in the market. So if you guys watching this video, you guys are in one of the best places to get this understanding and knowledge of what's going to happen in the market, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. So we're looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is down 16.93%. Last trade was $11,250. And I did a video a couple of weeks back, and we had this ascending line here where the market for Bitcoin was going higher and higher. And this, I told you guys in that video that this may actually be support for Bitcoin long term. Currently though, the market came all the way down to $1,000, and that looked like that came to be support. It was there on this particular day as well. On the 3rd of December, the market came down almost to $1,000, but you guys can definitely see how wide today's spread is. This is a definite precursor of weakness, even though we do have buyers in the market, and it looked like they're going to try to keep price above 11,000 at least for a small amount of time. This is the 3-hour bar. You guys can definitely tell that the market completely fell off a cliff. And on this current 3-hour bar, we are getting the buyers trying to step into the market. Now, the next 3-hour bar is going to be crucial to see if they're going to be able to support Bitcoin at $11,000. Because if the next 3-hour bar closes lower, then the market is not done with moving lower. Okay. So like I said, they found that support around $11,000. So that is another key area that Bitcoin is going to have to hold. 3-hour bars, like I said, we are getting buyers in the market, but we have a lot of selling, a lot of downturn in the background of this chart. So you guys have to be careful. The market has to catch all of that selling that is occurring right now. So overall, we're not even in the market in these cryptocurrency space right now. Okay, but what we are doing, we're standing by and waiting to get that precursor of strength before we'll get in and move in and start placing more funds into these cryptocurrencies. Okay, so we definitely are getting strength in Bitcoin at the time. Resistance is at 11,400. You guys can tell with all the stockpile that is appearing around that price. So pretty much we will need to get more precursors of strength around 11,004, and even if we get that, we're not expecting the market to make a substantial move higher. It might come up to 11,006 or even back up to $12,000. Okay, so those are the areas that Bitcoin can probably move throughout the trading day tomorrow if buyers are coming back in control, but currently they're not. So now let's go to Ethereum. So Ethereum is down 19.12%. Last trade was $1,026.40. So we definitely have a massively widespread down bar today. Volume is climactic, it is very high, it exceedingly massive compared to the last month or so. Last 2 weeks, you guys can definitely tell that a lot of is occurring in Ethereum at this time. Buyers are coming in the market though, and it looked like that resistance is going to be around 1050. Moving it to a smaller time frame though. So just like with Bitcoin, buyers are trying to step in on the 3-hour bar. In Ethereum, look like that resistance, like I told you, is around 1050 or 1075. But just like with Bitcoin, the best thing to do for days like this is to reevaluate your strategy. If you guys are in any bad positions, try to see and catch the next profitable opportunity to come in and step into the market, because currently right now we are just standing by on all of these altcoins. We're not forecasting them to move higher or even lower. We're just standing by until we get a clearer picture of where these cryptocurrencies are going to go. Right now I can tell that buyers are trying to step in to keep price from moving substantially lower, but it's not done yet. Okay, 1050 or 1075 is resistance right now for Ethereum, or even $1,100. So the market may move higher, but we're not expecting it to move that high from what we have already stated. Okay, so now we are going to go to Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is down 27.65%. Last trade was $1,711.70. So again, the market broke that $2,200 area that we said was acting as support. That is your sign to let you know that we are no longer forecasting Bitcoin Cash to move higher long term, not at this moment at least. The market came all the way back down to $1,600 in or around that area, found support, but now it looked like $1,800 in or around that area is going to be resistance in Bitcoin Cash. So I'm gonna go ahead and move to a 3-hour bar and see if we can get a better picture of what we have in the background for Bitcoin Cash. So definitely that support area right now is $1,600 in Bitcoin Cash. That resistance could be in or around currently where it's trading now, but we can definitely see it moving higher back towards $1,800 or $1,850 to find support. But as you guys can tell, the market is still giving us precursors of weakness in Bitcoin Cash. So even with this altcoin, we are standing by until we get precursors of strength that we know that the market participants are back into Bitcoin Cash. Right now, the market is not giving us that indication. So if Bitcoin Cash continues to move lower, okay, the market can definitely come all the way back down to $1,600 again, but needless to say, it can come back down to $1,400, do a real quick shot down to $1,400 to touch, and then we might get that support area once again. That's if $1,600 is not going to hold. So those are the things that we're looking at in these particular cryptocurrencies, the support to where we anticipate them to find support, to where we anticipate them coming in to start buying up some of this stockpile that is revealing itself on this daily price bars. So now we're going to go to Ripple. So Ripple is down 29.97%. Last trade was $1.15. So everyone was so ecstatic about Ripple just making massive gains on a daily basis. And it finally came to an end on the 4th of January. The market since then has been trading lower, and we have been giving you guys forecasts that Ripple is continuing to give us precursors of weakness, even on days to where the market was very volatile. The market has finally given us another precursors of weakness, one of notoriety for the fact that it's very wide and the volume is definitely higher than the last couple of days. So this is what we call a change of tone for sure. The market is giving us a change in tone. The market is not giving us any more indications overall for the whole cryptocurrency space about interest in higher prices. So you got to keep that in mind as well. So even with Ripple, the market tried to bring price back up to where the open was on this 3-hour bar, just simply letting us know that the market is still giving us precursors of weakness because it closed lower than the previous close. Okay, so even with Ripple, we're standing by on our analysis. We're waiting to get more precursors of strength to reveal itself on this particular chart. Even though the market came in, a lot of volume came in. So if the next bar closes above this previous close, then at least for a short time, Ripple will continue to move higher. Might come back up to $1.30, $1.40, even all the way up to $1.50 again. Okay, so that is a definite probability. So you just have to sit back and wait until we get the proper precursors of strength in these particular altcoins, including Ripple. Okay. So I'm gonna move it to a 12-hour bar real quick, and I'm gonna see where support can be for Ripple. So you guys can already tell that the market came all the way down to 85 cents. That's like in less than 1 month, almost 2 weeks, the market came all the way from $3.20 all the way back down to 85 cents. That is how volatile these markets are. So if you guys do not understand the language of the markets, you will not become successful in this type of environment. That's why you need to keep it tuned in here at HueFin News, because we are the ones who are ready, prep, and understand what is going on in the market. So even on the 12-hour bar, you guys can tell that we are getting some buyers to come in the market. So the market may actually trade sideways for a couple of hours, might even come all the way back up to $1.40 or even higher than that throughout the trading day. But nevertheless, the market is still overall giving us precursors of weakness. So now let's go to Litecoin. So Litecoin is down 19.86%. Last trade was $187.08. Massively down bar today, widespread bar. Buyers did come in the market, almost came all the way back down to the same low that occurred on that last sell-off that we had in Litecoin, which occurred on the 22nd of December. Market came all the way down to $150. Today, the market came all the way down to $140. But you guys can tell that the volume is almost about the same, but you can tell how wide the spread bars are, and you can tell where the market closed at. So that still tells us that we're still in a weakness phase in Litecoin as well. So let's see where support and resistance is for Litecoin. So support and resistance can be right there around $200 again, in or around that area. $205 for Litecoin. $200 to $205 is where resistance is for Litecoin. On this very last 3-hour bar, just like with Ripple and Bitcoin Cash and Ethereum and Bitcoin, you guys can tell that the market participants are trying to keep price, trying to stop the selling from occurring in the cryptocurrency marketplace, right? This next 3-hour bar is going to be crucial to letting everyone know, letting us know if the buyers are at least in control for a short period of time. And if so, Litecoin will come back up to 190, right? Or it might come back up to this particular high, which is 198, almost $200. It might come all the way back up to $206, okay? But definitely it looked like it caught support right there around $160 is where we would expect Litecoin to at least stay above for a couple more hours. But we're not out the woods yet. We need to start seeing more precursors of strength on these bars before we get more probabilities of at least knowing that the market's going to move sideways. So now let's go to Dash. So Dash is down 19.20%. Last trade $749. So again, today is a very notable day. The market is giving us a change of tone in Dash as well. $800 is going to be that new resistance area for Dash, and support is going to be back around $600 to maybe like $620, in around that area. Okay, we could expect Dash to trade in between those two price areas. So definitely we're getting precursors of weakness. This is a probable precursor of strength on this completed 3-hour bar, but we need to get confirmation yet. So this is not us telling you that the market is going to go higher. We don't have that confirmation yet. But if this 3-hour bar do close above this previous close, then Dash can come back up to $775 or even all the way up to $850, depending on how strong the market or interest in higher prices becomes. So again, we're not in the market for Dash at this time. What we're looking for is for them to continue to move sideways to lower. So now let's go ahead and go to Neo. So looking at Neo is down 19.88%. Last trade was $149. Looking at the daily price bar for Neo, you guys can also tell. Lower this down a little bit. So you guys can definitely tell that the market for Neo was in a uptrend over the last couple of months, but today we definitely got a change in tone as well. The market came all the way down to almost $100. The volume is also noticeable, definitely higher than what it's been over the last month or month and a half. We have received buyers on today's bar though. Okay, so maybe the buyers are trying to suppress price from moving lower. But looking at the 3-hour bars, the buyers did step in, so that's why Neo is currently moving higher, but resistance is around $155 or even all the way up to $160. Okay, so do not be fooled by this current bar moving higher, because we are definitely seeing stockpile coming on the bar now, and then in the background we are getting more stockpile as well. So our analysis is for Neo to at least trade sideways. Now it might come up to 160 just a touch, but if we get more volume appearing on this current 3-hour bar, then it can definitely move higher than that. But currently we're not out the woods, so we're just standing by as well in Neo. So next is going to be Monero. So you guys can see that Monero is down 23.06%. Last trade was $318.80. So Monero came all the way down to $255 today. It's a good thing to see that at least close above support, which is $275 or even $300. Okay, but we're not convinced yet that the market is done with moving lower. So this is the 3-hour bars that we have for Monero. The buyers definitely came in on this last 3-hour bar. Buyers are trying to keep price from moving lower than $300. That look like that is going to be the support. $280 to $300 is support for Monero. Now resistance is definitely going to be back up around $320 or even $340. We can see even come all the way up to $360 if this current 3-hour bar closes above the previous close, and it is a push to go up bar with no stockpile on it. We would definitely be expecting Monero to move higher from there, but our analysis is for them to is just for us to stand by. Okay, so now we are going to go to ADA. So this is ADA for today. The market, all the bars look pretty much the same in the cryptocurrency space. This is a probable precursor of strength, okay, just like with some of the other bars that we did today in our analysis. So you need to be cautious of that fact as well, because if this current daily price bar closes above this previous close, then the market will at least move higher short term. Okay, so that's what we have right now. We just need to get that confirmation on the next day on this current bar. Okay, so now we are going to move it to 3 hours though to see. So we definitely have buyers in the market in Cardano. Support was around $5,500. We had a quick shot lower below that towards 45 cents, but then it was able to come back up to 55 cents. I think I said $55. Excuse me for that. But it came back towards 55 cents, and now we are at least moving sideways in Cardano at this time. Now the market is definitely giving us that resistance around 60 cents or even 65 cents that we will need to get precursors of strength in Cardano in order for them to move higher. we are trading there now. Okay, so we get more stockpile around 60 to 65 cents, then Cardano or ADA would not be moving higher. Okay, so you have to be real cautious of that fact. The market can come up to 70 cents though, and that it could get hit with more stockpile there as well, and then move lower as again in the same direction that it was moving all day. So the market for ADA will have to overcome all of this down movement over the last couple of 3-hour bars. Okay, it will have to overcome that, and currently it is definitely trying to find support right now. So we have to be watchful in Cardano at this time around 60 cents in order for you to get in and at least ride it up to 70 cents, okay, or even 65 cents. But overall, like I told you guys, today is just a day to evaluate what it actually occurred today in the market. It's not a surprise though. You know, I'm gonna throw this caveat out there that it's not a surprise to see the market recover 20% the next day in the cryptocurrency space. Okay, do not be fooled that today we may have been down 20%, 30%, but then the next trading day I have seen it to where other cryptocurrencies, even the same currency that was down 30%, closed the next day up 25%. So you just have to be watchful in these particular cryptocurrency space. You got to know your trade, know your cryptocurrency that you're trading, and then you can kind of understand as well what is likely to occur in the markets. Okay, but like I told you, our analysis for today is just standing by. We're watching the charts until we get more precursors of strength around certain areas, and then from there we'll jump in and ride the next train all the way up to higher prices. So we just see this as an opportunity for us to grab up more cryptocurrencies. Until that time comes, we'll definitely be ready to grab more and ride the next profit train higher. Okay, but that's all we have for today. Appreciate all the new subscribers, those who have continued to support this channel since the very beginning. I hope you guys have been gaining some knowledge and understanding of how the market actually works. If not, just hold on. We guys have a lot more in store to give you guys better chances to see how the market operates, so you can learn how to read these charts with proficiency and understanding and comprehension. Okay, but as always guys, stay profitable, and I will talk to you guys later.